So I've been going through different tutorials on YouTube to look for ones with different accents. And today I ran across one channel called Tech World with Nana. It looks like she's from Austria, but let's listen to a clip here from her channel. Link to her channel is down below.
If you know my videos, you know that I cover various DevOps tools and concepts on this channel. But to address the main question, what exactly is DevOps? And that's what we're going to focus on in this video.
All right, so overall pretty good with the prosody and the linking and the syllable stress. Then, and the word stress, we get to vowels, and her vowel for the word focus on this, or the word focus, was a little bit off. And so that makes it a little bit scary because it almost sounded like okay? So we need to be careful. That's focus with a long O. Focus, focus. We don't want anyone to misinterpret that word. So focus.
Of course, we will talk about what DevOps concept actually is. We will also see the DevOps as a separate role and how it evolved.
Okay, so her consonants are pretty good. It's mostly the vowels. The vowels are just slightly off, and that's usually what gives someone away as being a non-native English speaker. Just a slight difference in the vowels. For instance, the word is, Americans will pronounce that with a short I, is. And a lot of times someone who is not a native speaker will turn that into like an E sound. Ease, just slightly like an ease, instead of a really good is.
And finally, we will briefly talk about SRE and how SRE fits in the whole DevOps process.
Okay, so briefly sounded a little more like briefly, and fits sounded a little more like feats. So to make sure you get those vowels correct, you would definitely, for the long E sound, briefly, your mouth is going to go wide. That will help you. You can do it without. For instance, I can say E, briefly, briefly, and I do more work with my tongue because I know what it's supposed to sound like. So briefly, briefly. But if you're just trying to get it on your own for the first time or you're new at it, turning it into a smile will help. Briefly, briefly. And the word fit, you can see how my mouth doesn't go very wide for fit. It's more loose. It's fit, and make sure your tongue doesn't go back too far. Fit. It's really hard to say a good with your tongue back. So it's kind of hanging around in the middle of your mouth there. Fit.
Which has been gaining a lot of popularity and taking over the traditional way of software development.
Okay, popularity. She pronounced that T really precisely, which most non-native speakers do. Popularity. And in America, that turns into more of a very soft T sound, more like a D, a soft D. Popularity. Arity, not arity. Arity, it's arity. Popularity. I hope you enjoyed this little clip of an Austrian accent, a very slight Austrian accent. And if you liked it, please subscribe. Thanks.